Actually, I started off in the cafe. Someone else owned it then.
And then you bought it?
Yep. I was a right little know-it-all back then.
You? No, surely not. Mr. Bossy Boots of Albert Square. Smarter than the average bear.
Yeah, that's me. No, people around here talk about me and laugh behind my back.
What do they know?
Well, you have to hold your head up round here.
Stands to reason. You're a proud man. Sort of dignified.
Me? Dignified?
That's how you come across.
Huh? Thank you.
It's true. You're above all that gossip and backstabbing. Anyway, there are plenty of people that admire you.
Like who?
Sandra, for instance.
No. She's a hard worker. Sharp businesswoman.
She knows a good thing when she sees one.
Meaning?
Nothing.
Nah, it's not my type. It's too bossy.
So what is your type?
I haven't got one. I'm too busy.
Oh, come on, pull the other one.
No.
You're trying to tell me we don't fancy anyone.
Well, yeah, all right then. You have to love me, and you have to like my kids and get on with them, and understand the importance of my work. Then come on. How about you?
My dream partner?
Yeah.
He'd have to be a decent, honest bloke that loved me and... I don't know.
Go on.
He'd have to be into kids.
No.
And he mustn't be frightened of a hard day's work.
What a sight! Jonathan Creek singing All Saints. Comedy with Alan Davis still worried about being caught out in a many-splintered thing on BBC One at 10:20 after drama on the field in Hope and Glory at 9:30. Next tonight, meet the horse that's afraid of pigs in Barking Mad.
Everybody's got a secret.
I can't fool myself this time.
New Playing the Field starts Thursday the 13th of July on BBC One.
It's an estimated rollover jackpot of £12 million. The National Lottery UK 2000 with Carol Smiley. Tomorrow at 8:45 on BBC One.
Another date with the youngsters beating the odds. Children's Hospital in half an hour on BBC One after some tall tales.
Hello and welcome to Barking Mad. This week we find out why living with Jester here is no joke.
Also tonight, Oliver the fearsome feline who's turned into a real pussycat.
And phobic about pigs, Smarty the pony.
Bracken the Springer Spaniel who loves chasing shadows and reflections. These days, more and more people take their dogs to work. When it all goes well, everyone benefits. But it doesn't always go well. In Northampton, Little Red is bad for business. This is what happens every time someone tries to leave Red's office. He may look really aggressive, and lots of couriers think he is, but actually he's just playing games with them.
You cannot hear yourself think at all. He's so loud.
When did this problem start then?
When he was about 8 months old, really. At home he's fine, but at work he started developing his own sort of character.
So me having seen this morning that he was being fed chocolate biscuits by your boss, and that my chair is covered in dog hairs because he sits here.
Red has the highest position in the company.
Does the word spoilt come to mind?
Yes.
Yes.
Red is Karen's dog, but Nigel, Karen's boss, treats Red as one of the family. He's the kind of uncle that everyone loves, but he's also a businessman, and Red is a liability.
Although he's good fun at work and such like that, when you've got him going mad as you've seen already, and that you've got a customer on the phone, it is a bit unprofessional. It's a
bit unprofessional. That is the understatement of the year. There's somebody trying to put a major order through to you and they can't hear you because
we've been known to get it wrong on the odd occasion on a part number because of the dog.
But if that was a human employee, you'd basically give them their cards and say, I'm sorry, if you can't sort this behaviour out, you're out of here. So why is it he's still here? Why don't you just say to Karen, I'm sorry, you can't bring Red in?
Look at his little eyes. You can't get rid of him.
Red needs retraining, well, just training really. Just rolled up in her truck is animal behaviourist Emma Magnus.
Things have got a little bit out of hand really, haven't they here? What we've got to look at first is what rewards the behaviour. And there's two main things. The first one is that in Red's mind it works. He makes a big fuss, but at the end of the day people do go. And secondly, it gets a response from you two. If you're shouting at him, telling him no, don't do this, or even laughing at him. It's all rewarding, it's fun, and he thinks he's doing the right thing. So the first thing we've got to do is change the way you deal with him.
To start with, that means ignoring Red's noisy and out of control behaviour. It's easier said than done.
Good afternoon, Ava UK.
Most training is reward-based, but Emma's going to teach Red that a certain sound means no reward, a bit like being told off.
So what this will teach him is that there's no reward to his behaviour.
Soon, Karen and Nigel will use the sound alone to tell Red off when he's misbehaving.
He hears the sound, which then becomes the signal of no reward. And in fact he's settled over the other side of the room, which is probably unheard of for a piece of turkey.
Don't worry, he'll get lots of food rewards when he's good. In fact, hiding food for him to find will make his life more interesting. But will it all work? Will Karen and Uncle Nigel stick to the plan? Find out later.
I know it doesn't look like we're working, but we really are working. We've been sent to investigate this lovely little pub in Ilminster because rumour has it that it has a sinister secret. There have been strange noises coming from upstairs. Nick, do you think it is a ghost?
No, I think it's the haunting cry of Ara Cleopatra, otherwise known as the green-winged macaw.
Oh. Aha!
Hello.
So you're what's making all the noise. So this is Marilyn, and this is
Jester.
Hello, Jester.
Parrot. You're a parrot. Thank you very much. You off, Nick?
I'm off. Just have a look round.
All right. You're going to have a look round. You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all.
No. All right, mate. Hello. So tell me, what's the problem then with this beautiful bird?
The problem is that every time I leave the room, she lets out an almighty screech, which tells me that she wants me in this environment and she wants me all to herself and she won't tolerate me leaving.
We need to sort this out as soon as we can for another good reason, don't we?
Yeah, well, I'm going into hospital in about 8 weeks' time, so I'm not going to be able to interact with her for about a month and a half. So I need to be able to get her under control because nobody else can get close to her.
So if you walk out the room, the screaming starts straight away. You know the name?
Yeah.
You're very clever. Can we try it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, come on then.
Go in.
Stay there a minute. Do I shut this door?
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
But no sooner have we shut the door than Jester's screeching. She's learnt how to get Marilyn back.
Hello. Hello, we're back. Okay, so you've proved a point. You've proved a point. What got you to breaking point? What made you write the letter to us?
I had to phone the Inland Revenue about a tax matter, and she squawked throughout the whole telephone conversation. So I found it very embarrassing, apologising right the way through the call.
Yeah.
And I do get some very important calls up here, and I just can't take them. So, Jester.
What? Huh?
Hello.
Hello, you don't like me, do you? Why doesn't she like me?
Because you're near me, and I'm talking to you, and you are a threat to our relationship.
Marilyn seems to know what triggers Jester's behaviour, but not how to cope with it.
I can tell by her eyes when she's getting angry. Her eyes dilate and retract quite quickly.
Yeah, her eyes are doing that thing now.
Just before she lunges. I mean, because we've got... Yeah.
Nick hasn't gone snooping. Well, he has. He's trying to find a place to build an outdoor aviary. He thinks part of Jester's problem is boredom, and she needs stimulation.
What we have to do is try and rejig the whole of her life and also your life, try and stop you doing certain things, stop saying goodbye as you go out the door, use a telephone in a different room maybe. Hopefully in about 6 weeks' time we'll be able to get a marked improvement, so it'll be all in time for when you go away into hospital.
Entertaining Jester also means changes to her feeding routine. A nice juicy kebab and a few toys should keep her happy. But will it be enough to allow Marilyn out of her sight? We'll come back.
It is my baby.
Back in Northampton, and Red, the terrible terrier, has been undergoing some on-the-job retraining.
He's getting a bit better. We've been using the techniques that we were told to as such with the discs on that. He's not jumping up at the doors as long as he used to. He stops once you tell him. The problem is he still rushes out there to the door when it's opened.
Hello? Anybody about?
Red alert, visitor on the premises.
Hello?
He's a lot better at that now. He used to, as you can see from the box here, essentially he used to jump up at the corners for about 2 or 3 minutes all the time, biting the edge of the box, but he does it a lot less, which is progress.
Indeed, but what's this?
Nigel feels sorry for the doggy, as he calls him, when we use the training rings. He doesn't think it's cruel, but I think he just, because Red's ears go back and he looks a bit sorry for himself, and I don't think Nigel likes that. Nigel likes giving him the rewards.
Oh dear. Uncle Nigel's still training Red to jump on the desk.
He's just such a character. He's got just so much about him and everything, with his rushes around and the way he sits on your desk and everything. Yeah, you can't refuse that little face, even when he's naughty and stuff like that.
You can refuse him, and you should. Emma returns to check on progress. Red hasn't jumped or barked. Initial signs are definitely good.
I arrived this morning, I popped back out to my car for something, and I didn't hear a squeak. Is it true, or was it just a one-off?
It is true.
So he's a lot better.
He's very good, yeah, he's excellent. He's come on really well.
Fantastic.
And regular customers that come in, they've noticed, haven't they?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Right, crikey, Red's really calm today, and...
He actually didn't bite the bank manager last week.
He is the sort of dog that needs to be doing things and having a look all the time. It's just that he had taken his job to an absolute extreme.
Red's retraining has focused his terrier tenacity and endless enthusiasm into more appropriate activities. But what about the treats, Uncle Nigel?
Not so many Kit Kats, still chocolate doggy drops, and I still let him jump up on my desk, but not as often as he used to.
Humans, Red, very difficult to retrain. Aha, visitors. How will Red respond? Good on you, my son.
Hello, Jester.
Hello. Come on. Come on.
Hello. how are you and Marilyn getting on?
She isn't squawking quite as much. I don't say goodbye to her anymore. I've learnt that one. But I obviously have still got to dry my hair and I've still got to hoover the floor. And she still takes exception to that. But I don't react like I used to. The hardest thing was being told that perhaps I wasn't doing it quite right. You think you're doing the best for your pet and you don't realise that you're actually making a rod for your own back. But sometimes you can overlove a pet and indulge them and it spoils them. But we're happy. But we've still got a way to go. Come here. Come on then, let's go and try the aviary.
Nick's aviary has been completed and it's time for Jess to try her wings, but not on the landing. That's the wrong way. This is meant to be the easy part. Ah. And a few weeks later...
Morning.
Hello,
It's me. Come back. Look at this. This is phenomenal.
Isn't it wonderful? She's got
It's
so much room.
fantastic.
She's got all the room to play in, she can fly, she can sit on the branches, she can sunbathe, and I've got some space, and she's got her space as well, and it's brilliant. And she can ring a bell for supper.
And also people can come and see her through the window.
They can, yes. Oh, look.
So just looking at you, from last time I saw you, you look much more relaxed, glowing, happy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy because, I mean, who wouldn't want to be in an environment like this? It's absolutely brilliant.
But you were really stressed, weren't you? It wasn't just...
I'd got to my wits' end. I didn't know what to do. I didn't think I had any options. Now I have. I'm back in control.
So what's going to happen when you go into hospital now? Are you still as worried about other people having to look after her?
We can manage. We've set the cage up so that she can be fed and watered without actually touching her.
Look! I couldn't get this close before, could I?
You missed that bit.
I was really having my finger up. But I couldn't get that close before and I can't get that close now. And maybe I'm just not meant to be best friends with Jester.
What a happy bird. Jester, that is. In the last series, we met Oliver, the cat that wouldn't be a cuddle kitten. Well, we've been back. Remember grumpy, growly Oliver, the cat who hated being groomed, even by his loving owner, Carol?
That's the first time he's ever done that. He's never been this savage before. This is the worst I've ever had. He usually bites me around here, as you can see, but that... Come on.
What kind of cat do you want him to be?
Ideally, we'd like him to be a lap cat, a cuddle kitten.
Cuddle kitten?
A cuddle kitten.
Yeah.
No, you could describe that as a cuddle kitten.
Yeah, come on, say yourself.
Oh dear, sorry.
Once we'd managed to take control of ourselves, Carol had to take control of Oliver and be in charge. She could get closer to Oliver, but no way was he going to be groomed.
You are not. Come on.
After our cameras had left, she soldiered on with the treatment she'd been given.
Bed, aren't you? See, it's not so bad. I think somebody forgot to tell you you were a cat.
So a year later, has Oliver got anywhere nearer being that cuddle kitten Carol wanted?
To be honest, it's nothing short of a miracle. He's come on in leaps and bounds. We've stopped the aggression, but we haven't stopped the growling. And I think we've concluded that growling's a habit at 12 years old, and he's not going to stop it. He comes to us, whereas before he'd come in, he'd stuff his face at the feeding station, and he'd literally go out sticking two claws up to us. He treated this place like a Harry's hotel. It wasn't his home. We have a health and beauty day when he gets put in the bath. Basically what we do is give him a moggy cure, and that's not to protect me, it's to protect my new bath.
So nowadays, not only is Oliver happy to be groomed, he even enjoys a feline manicure before his bath time.
6 months ago we couldn't do this. We couldn't even approach Oliver with a comb. Grooming was out of the question. And now look at him. I think he quite enjoys having a bath, really. And the blow drying afterwards is a real treat, isn't it?
Oliver really does seem to be enjoying his hair-raising experience.
He's almost a cuddle kitten. I think he wants to be a cuddle kitten, but he's put up such a bravado and a fight and a growl over the past 2 years that I think he doesn't want to admit defeat. I think Oliver still wants to think that Oliver's boss. So So between us, as I say, it's becoming a right little love affair, isn't it? Apart from the noise. We're never going to get rid of that noise. But then again, it wouldn't be Oliver without the growls. No, it wouldn't.
Dearly beloved, our sermon today is about the fine line between fantasy and reality. Now let's face it, we all daydream, but some of us, Bracken, spend far too much time away with the fairies. Bracken is obsessed with reflections. The Reverend Stuart Foster, her owner, is baffled and bemused.
She has a fascination for CD covers, for opening of lounge doors, for any passing object which will give a reflection, like a watch or a ring or jewellery. You name it, she will find it. Even if I bend down and face the sun and it reflects off my head, she'll react to that.
Do you think she might have picked up any behavioural quirks from you?
Well, the only similarities between us is that we both wear dog collars.
But you're quite sane and normal.
And
you're not darting around now, are you?
Most of the time.
The reason I ask is because inadvertently Bracken has been encouraged, if not trained, to behave the way she does. Sometimes amusing, Bracken's chasing is a potentially dangerous habit.
There's a point where she can take us by surprise when she's off the lead, walking by our side. If she sees a car at light at dusk, she will go for it and run in front of the car, and that really is what we are so worried about. She's a part of the family, we wouldn't want to lose her.
You'd be forgiven for thinking this behaviour is completely abnormal and that Bracken's completely lost the plot, got a screw loose, but actually take her out of this context and put her in the middle of a field, thank you very much, and you'd think it was perfectly normal, because that's what Springer Spaniels have been bred to do for hundreds and hundreds of years. The challenge is now to turn that around, to allow her to hunt, but to do things that are entirely appropriate, and not this. Typical Springer Spaniel, Bracken is constantly on the lookout for things to do. A favourite game is chasing the shadows from the whirly washing line. Emma Magnus takes up the case.
Our input is quite important in these cases. Obvious examples are if we laugh or encourage her, then great, that's a reward. But similarly, if you tell her off or try and distract her, then that's rewarding to her as well. Now, you're under pressure, obviously, from neighbours and things like that to stop your dog barking. But on the other hand, all that will serve to do in the long run is make her do this more and more. But don't worry, I've got lots of solutions, so I think we'll go inside where it's a little bit quieter. If you think about the way that you feed Bracken, you just give her food in her bowl, and if she takes a couple of minutes to eat it, she does that once a day. What we can now start to do is make her work for this food, so hunting, searching, looking for things, spending an awful lot more time over something that has taken a minimal amount of time up till now.
Hiding Bracken's food in toys means she'll have to hunt for it, which should keep her entertained for a while at least. Everyone must ignore Bracken's misbehaviour, but reward her with food, fun and fuss when she's calm. Good luck!
This is fantastic. The wind in your hair, the sky is blue, great company, a beautiful pony called Smarty trotting us around the countryside. The only problem is, Smarty has a phobia, doesn't she, Susan?
Unfortunately, she has a phobia. She is terrified of pigs.
Sweet pigs. But it's not just the pigs that scare Smarty. She's spooked by anything that's vaguely pig-shaped. Even a rocking horse. And that's not all.
And manhole covers.
And manhole. I wasn't expecting that. When did you first find out?
Well, I bought her for my mother when she was 19, used to come with me. We went off on a drive with others and we met the pigs. And it had 6 people holding her. She just didn't know where to put herself.
We deliberately walked Smarty past some pigs under the watchful eye of our horse behaviourist, Kelly Marks. We're seeing the beginnings of her reacting now. Look, she's having a good look at the field.
Come on,
oh, and there we go. Stopped.
Yeah.
Is this common? Is this what she normally does?
Yes, and then she'd swing round if she had her way. Yeah.
Ah, right, so she'd turn around and try and go home.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you can do with a horse that's frightened and look like that is to hit it, because then it has it imprinted in their head, pigs, smack, hurts me, run away.
Right.
So that's really worth anyone noting. If they've got a pony that looks at things, let it have a little look, give him a stroke and then ask him on slowly.
Right.
Don't punish them for being frightened. If a horse is brought up with pigs, it's absolutely fine, but otherwise it just seems their natural reaction to be terrified of them. It could be the smell, it could be the noise that they make, or just that they're not used to them at all. And look at her now, she's having a good go. And what would happen if you just asked her on now?
Smarty, just not listening, is she? All right, Smarty, walk on. Good girl.
Good.
Good girl.
Kelly, what do you suggest?
I'd like to take her back home with me for at least a week or maybe a bit longer and let her get to know a pig personally. Let her make friends with a pig.
Yeah?
Because it's the fear of the unknown at the moment. It's a chicken and egg situation here, is that Susan's losing confidence in the pony because the pony's frightened, and then in turn the pony gets frightened because you're obviously not confident. And voice commands are really good, but you know as well as any of us do, when you get nervous, it comes here, woo, be a good girl, be a good girl. And what's it, you know, if I said to you, Philip, don't worry, woo there, would you start getting anxious?
I think there was something to be worried about.
Yeah. And I think it's getting the two of you working together. Hop on.
Bye-bye, little one. That's it. Bye-bye to Smarty for a few
Bye-bye,
weeks.
yes.
How do you feel?
I feel sad to see her go, but I hope she'll come back a happy pony.
You'll miss her though, won't
Oh,
you?
very much, yes.
You're right.
Yes.
And we'll come back, see how she's getting on.
Yes.
Time to reflect with Bracken. The Reverend's been following our advice and invented a few of his own hiding places.
One of the things which we've been doing of late is actually using her sense of smell to create a diversion from the shadows which would otherwise be in the room. So I've now got a number of biscuits. I'm just going to place around the room, and we'll bring her in a moment, and you'll see the difference in her behaviour.
With a dog like Bracken, you have to keep one step ahead. It's a full-time job dreaming up new ways to challenge her natural hunting instincts and to keep her mind occupied. The food ball is a big hit. Out and about more often than before, Bracken is now better able to exercise both body and brain.
She has the open fields, which happens to be farmland of one of my church wardens, to exercise in, to leap and to bound and to chase, and she's become far more responsive. She'll come back. She is very attentive to what we say rather than ignoring as much as she used to, and she's far more controllable.
Far more controllable and far more fun to live with. Back at home, Emma delves deeper.
So, dare I ask, how has she been?
Transformed. It wasn't easy, but she's now a transformed dog.
What about the washing line?
The washing line, when we ran her out for the first time, the food went down on the grass, the sun was shining, and I thought, this is hopeless.
Initially, it was hopeless. Bracken even barked at the shadow of our camera woman, but she soon improved.
I could not believe. I had to look out to make sure it was the same dog who was quietly using a nose, going round the grass, picking up the food, ignoring the fact that there were washing on the line, instead of turfing huge chunks from the grass.
Stuart, you just rewarded her for barking.
So which was the hardest bit?
The hardest bit, which made us hate you at times, was walking away from her or diverting her attention when there were occasions for shadows to be, or reflections in the house. And we almost despaired. We thought we would not achieve it. But we kept coming back to the criteria that you laid down for us, and eventually, almost imperceptibly, change occurred, and it was quite wonderful.
So now you like me again?
We like you again.
And we love you.
So, back to Smarty and her porky problem with the pigs.
Ahoy there.
Hi there.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello.
These two little piggies have become Smarty's neighbours. Nothing like living with someone to find out if you like them or not.
Yeah. So they told me all about it then, that Smarty's getting a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been a couple of days, but she's only been...
Look at this.
She's
You're
only
right
been
next to pigs, sweetie.
living with them for the day.
Smarty? Hello, love. How was she at first?
Oh, she had a look and she was a bit surprised.
Yeah.
But Yeah, she's got used to them so quickly. She's been great.
So I know you're happy with Smarty, but how about when he gets back to Susan?
It could be a problem because you can't just fix horses on their own. There's no such thing. You've got to work with the owners as well. And if Susan's still worried, Smarty will get frightened as well, I think. So we've got to get the confidence of both of them.
And also the next task, I presume, is putting her in with pigs with no fences in the way.
Yeah, so that we know that she's really happy with her.
So a few days later, and time to find out if anything's really changed.
This is the big moment. This is the big day. We're going to put the pigs actually in with Smarty for the very first time. None of us really know how she's going to react, though. She might attack the pigs, or she might hurt herself, or anything could happen, so it is quite tense. My job in this whole situation? Pig whisperer.
Smarty, you be nice to these pigs now.
Yeah, look at this. She's still having a little snort and a...
That's right, she's taking time to get used to them. I mean, quite a lot of the time she seems more worried about her feed and that they might come and take some food off her. There we are, look.
And this is really the ultimate, isn't it?
Yeah. She's being really good with them.
Smarty continued to improve, which was just as well since Susan's arrived.
Yeah, Smarty, you need to go. Oh, piggy pigs.
I have to say that I think the pigs are more frightened of Smarty now.
She's certainly in control of the situation, isn't she?
Yes, I think she is.
Which makes her feel more secure. How do you feel seeing this?
Well, I think it's amazing to see it. I didn't think it would ever happen. Well, I think it's wonderful.
But the entire problem isn't just Smarty's reaction to the pigs. Susan's reaction to Smarty's reaction, if you see what I mean, plays a big part.
Do I need treatment from Kelly for this?
Well, we think you do, don't we, Kelly? In fact, Kelly's got an idea.
Lavender oil. We're all going to take lavender oil if we get Tensitol on your pulse points.
And this is before we go off to see the pigs.
Now, give me your pulse points then.
My pulse points.
Because the most important thing is that you're relaxed.
Yes. Right,
So-
Smarty.
There. That's good. That's a good
Will the
girl.
lavender work? Will Susan and Smarty feel the relaxing effects? Time for the big test. Well done, Smarty and Susan. What a team.
Next week, Branston's in a pickle.
Melchett, the scratching cat.
Just a little scratch with the...
And the lovable rats bite back.
Don't forget, no mountain is too high, no valley too wide. If your pet is behaving badly and you need our help, write to Barking Mad, PO Box 229, Bristol, BS 99 7JN. And send a video if you can. See you next week.
And that will be next Tuesday at the same time, 8 o'clock. Next tonight, more heartwarming stories from the Children's Hospital.
Everybody's got a secret.
I think I've been very naive.
New Playing the Field starts Thursday the 13th of July on BBC One.
We'll show you how to keep your kids in the latest gear and still put food on the table. And who'll point out that some products are shrinking while the cost stays the same. Watchdog, the consumer's best friend for shopping. Watchdog Value for Money, Wednesdays at 7 on BBC One.
Visiting time now on BBC One at the Children's Hospital.
6-year-old Georgette Mullen and her mum Vicky are back at Birmingham Children's Hospital after an operation to straighten her legs. Having spent 6 weeks in plaster, Georgette's got big hopes for today.
Just see if I can take off my plasters, show different friends, and go dancing.
Georgette's problem started 4 years ago when she nearly died of meningitis.
All her body organs had completely gone and so many different things was going wrong, and but just a miracle really that she's still here. Just everything was happening, her fingers and her hand and her feet, everything was turning black.
Following the meningitis, Georgette had to have her toes and one hand amputated. It also affected the growth of her legs. 6 weeks ago, surgeon Chris Bradish put metal pins in Georgette's ankles to straighten her legs. Vicky's hoping things will now improve.
We're here today because hopefully if the x-rays are okay, the plaster's going to come off and that would be it walking. So fingers crossed. She's starting to get quite frustrated, moody, ratty, but hopefully after today that will be all okay.
On the